really, really good. Welcome to Jones Kitchen.
So, in today's video, we are going to be making chocolate protein pancakes.
We have our Kodiak pancake mix right here. We're going to also be using some Greek yogurt and a little bit of egg whites.
So that is only 3 ingredients. That's right, 3 ingredients to make these amazing high protein pancakes.
So we're going to get right into it, not waste any time. Don't forget, if you don't have one already, make sure you grab one. A food scale is going to be highly important to make sure that you're getting your serving sizes right. Yes, this could say a half cup, or this might say 2/3 of a cup, but you want to make sure that you're weighing everything out, because a half cup according to this is 53 grams, and then 2/3 of a cup according to this is about 170 grams. So if you're using measuring cups, you could be a little bit off. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're getting all the portions right.
Yeah, so a food scale just allows for more accuracy. This is one that we love. We got it off Amazon. They're super cheap, super inexpensive. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, so we're gonna be making 2 full servings of these pancakes. We'll break down the macros for you guys at the end, so stay tuned to the very end so you can see all the good stuff.
All right, let's do it. So I have kind of all of our bowls set out here so that we can go ahead and get right into it. So first and foremost, I'm just gonna measure everything out separately. So I went ahead and turned on my food scale, set up the bowl on top of it.
Okay, so we made sure that we zeroed out the scale just now, and we're gonna be measuring these out in the right unit. So egg whites are measured out in grams, so according to this, it's tablespoons, but we wanna make sure you get the right amount of grams. So 1 serving of egg whites is actually 46 grams. We're gonna go a little bit rogue.
How Brandon was kind of talking about 2/3, we're not gonna be using exactly 2/3. We are going to list out the exact amount of grams that we use for each ingredient, and then we'll tell you the total macros of our recipe as well.
Sorry, I'm not sure it was right.
So again, I'm just gonna go ahead and measure out 200 grams of egg whites here. And typically at first I pour a little quicker, and then as I get close to 200, I go a little slower. All right, perfect. So that's 200 grams. Okay, I'm gonna put my next bowl on here and then just zero it out. And this is plain non-fat Greek yogurt. So on its own, it doesn't have a ton of flavor. It's actually a little bit sour almost, like sour cream. So if you want to use it in place of sour cream, you absolutely can. But today we're going to be using it to give the pancakes a little bit of structure, give it some more protein, because this is super high in protein as well. So I'm going to be scooping out 200 grams of Greek yogurt for us. Perfect.
200 on the money. So we're gonna go ahead and zero out the scale once again. So I'm gonna measure out 106 grams of this pancake mix.
Yep. So this is actually dark chocolate pancake mix.
So a little bit of chocolate chips in here adds a little bit more flavor. And like I said, 106 total grams. Just shake that out, make sure we're even. All right, right there.
So you can find this at most grocery stores. They do sell it at Costco too, but they just sell the regular, not the chocolate. So yeah.
I like chocolate.
Everything's better with a little bit of chocolate.
Yep.
Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to mix my wet ingredients into my dry ingredients. Now, I like to use a small spatula to kind of scrape everything out so that we can get every single little bit, because as we know, every gram counts.
All right, so next I'm gonna go ahead and pour in all of the egg whites. All right, nothing too fancy to doing that. Again, I'm not the lead chef.
Okay, so then we are just going to gently mix these together and again fold the wet into the dry.
Oh wow, so now we really have that nice liquidy texture that you would typically see from a typical pancake batter. But remember, this is really high in protein, so this can be amazing.
Yeah, these are so nice. So again, it does, like Brandon was saying, have that really good texture. Again, the Greek yogurt is going to add some body to it, which is really, really great. So you just want to mix it up until it's all nice and combined. You could also throw this into a waffle maker if you prefer waffles, and make chocolate waffles as well. All right.
It smells like a brownie.
Yeah, this mix smells amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the stove right quick. And I'm gonna only turn it on to a medium to low heat, just because we don't need it to be on a super high heat for when we're making pancakes. In addition, I'm gonna make sure that I use a little bit of cooking spray, and I'm only gonna spray in the areas where I'm gonna put the actual pancake mix. So, unlike some other recipes, we might see us spraying the entire pan. I'm just gonna spray in that one localized spot. So, I'm gonna go ahead and wire it on up. Alright, so I'm gonna go, like I said, to medium to low, shake it up right quick. And I'm just gonna make a quick circle right where I think I'm gonna put the pancake. And notice I'm not trying to like really layer in a whole lot of this cooking oil spray. Reason being, if you do use a lot of cooking oil spray, though it says it has no calories in it, it's made out of oil, and oil has a lot of fat in it. So if I were to like really layer this on, you might get a little bit of fat that you don't want. That's the unfortunate part about cooking oil spray, just a little bit, but as long as you make sure you're not caking something in it, you should be pretty good.
Okay, so we just let that pan heat up for just a quick little bit here, and then I am just gonna spoon some of this out. You can use a spoon, you can use the same spatula that you used to mix it with. Okay, so we have some pancakes going in here. Now one little pro tip for pancake flipping that I wanted to give you is once you start to see some little air bubbles form on the tops of the batter, that means they're ready to flip. You can also always do like a little peek test underneath, so just stick your spatula underneath half of it and see if it looks like it's ready. This one looks good. So we're gonna flip it. So one thing that you want to make sure that you do is spray the pan down in between every single use. So anytime you put some more pancakes onto the stovetop or into the pan, we're going to go ahead and spray it again.
So there you have it. We have all of our pancakes, a nice big old stack. And so of course you can top this with syrup, you can top it with honey. Today we're gonna be using agave. And the reason that we're using agave is because this is a little bit lower in carbs than syrup and both honey. I wanna get the same volume that I would get from using syrup, but with a little bit less carbs. You can also use sugar-free or low-carb syrup to get the same kind of volume, but since we don't have either today, I'm just gonna go ahead again and just use a little bit of agave. Again, we also got this at Costco. Wasn't a part of our grocery haul, but Costco is our place. Okay, so Kay's zeroing out the scale for us right here. And for this agave, we're measuring it in grams. One serving of agave is 21 grams. But again, I'm gonna go a little bit rogue and I'm actually gonna top this with about 100 grams of agave. So that's roughly 30 grams of carbs. So here we go. So I'm actually gonna lift a couple of these pancakes up right quick, just so that you can get a little bit, more even on the spread of this agave.
Okay, so we'll zero it out. Since we took some of the pancakes out, you have the rest of it on?
Yep, all right. Now it's time to cut into these. Wow, pancakes.
I know. Remember, this is 2 servings of pancakes.
All right.
All right, here's the real taste test.
You gotta get a little bit more agave. You gotta make it extra sweet.
Also, I know most people put butter in their pancakes. Brandon does not like butter on his. So we're sans butter here.
Really, really good. I mean, we knew they would be good. We've done this before, but literally every time I eat them, it's just like that much better. If I had to describe the taste, it tastes like a mixture between a brownie and a pancake because it's chocolate chip. But the agave almost tastes better than syrup in my opinion because it has that like extra sweetness factor. And I feel like syrup, you have to like continuously pour it on in order to get that sweetness factor. And again, this is just lower carb. Overall, the macros for this, we have only 8 grams of fat, 68 grams of carbs, which if you eat pancakes a lot, you know that's not very many carbs for pancakes. And then drum roll. Okay, that was our drum roll.
I'm not a very good drummer.
71 total grams of protein in these pancakes.
Crazy. Now, those macros are for the pancakes only.
Yes. To give you a frame of reference, 71 grams of protein is about equivalent to, what, 11 ounces of chicken breast? Something like that? Yeah, about 11 ounces of chicken breast is going to be equivalent to this amount of protein. So think about that, 11 ounces of cooked chicken breast, what that would look like, what that would taste like. If you've tracked your food before, that's a lot.
Also, to give you another point of reference, for for example, my protein goal is 120 grams of protein a day. So this would knock out a huge chunk of that.
Okay, so more on what Kay was talking about as far as how much protein she eats in a day. You may have seen some stuff out there that talks about how much protein you should have per meal, and I would say the general consensus is about 40 to 50 grams per meal that you'll see like almost anywhere online. Truth be told though, your body is still going to process all that protein, so even though this is 71 total grams of protein, it's not like it's going to go to waste.
And your protein goal is pretty high, right?
Yeah, my protein goal is extremely high right now. I'm eating about 240 grams of protein a day, and I only weigh about 170 pounds. So the reason being, I'm currently entering into a bulk, so I'm trying to make sure that my protein is higher to keep more lean muscle mass around. Kay doesn't believe in cutting things with a knife.
I have always just used my fork. I don't know why, I just love it.
Really good, right?
Yeah, those are so good. I definitely agree with Brandon that they taste almost like a mix between a brownie and a pancake, because this pancake mix is so rich because it's the dark chocolate and it has those chocolate chunks in it. Oh my gosh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Well, thank you guys again for tuning in to our very first episode of Joan's Kitchen.
Yes, we are so excited that you joined us for this first episode. If there's anything that you want to see, or if there's a recipe or type of food that you love that's not the healthiest, or maybe doesn't have a ton of protein in it, throw it my way, comment down below. I would love a challenge to make it a little healthier for you.
Yeah, and I'm the sous chef in the kitchen, so I'll try to help out as best I can.
And my taste tester.
Yes. Alrighty, so be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on another video just like this one, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Alrighty, bye.
Bye.